Hello everybody and welcome to Pixelcraft. Today I'm going to be checking out the new pre-release, which is possibly known as the Horsey update, and is one of the biggest pre-releases in my opinion ever. And first thing you'll probably notice of the pre-release is this carpet material, which it does drop, and yep, you can see it's called brown carpet. It is 1 pixel thick. It is the same thickness as snow, if that's any consolation, or you know how thick that is. Yep, that's all it is. And this is my little pad. As you can see, they're all made of, little carpet blocks. Anyway, so that's the least interesting thing of the update, in my opinion. But the most interesting thing is horses. I've got my mule there. Anyway, so in the back here, let's start off with the weirdest thing. They're these hay bales, and when you break them, you get them. They have no name yet, and they're obviously no crafting recipe as of now. But yeah, they do exist. They're there, and yeah, that's pretty much all about them, because there's not really much else to them at the moment. And now these horses, so these are all wearing armor except for this one, and I'll explain more about the horses after. But what happens is they're just here, they're the dudes, right click on them, and there's that new where your armor should be is actually how much health your horsey has, and you can see your XP bar actually has like a weird blue and then green tint. Now that's if you hold down spacebar, it plays some kind of weird golf minigame, and it's I'll explain that when we're outside. It's to do with the horse jumping patterns. And as you can see, we've got diamond, iron, and gold, and this for some reason I got a lucky spawn when I spawned this in, and it's for some reason like a mule or a donkey or something. And this can't actually have armor on it even when it's fully grown, so let's just turn down that music. It's not very necessary. Okay, so let's swap over into game mode 1 and fly over to, let's just set it to 0 time. There we go. Okay, so we're in this lovely jungle biome, and let's get some. Okay, we won't bother with the horse armor, but you will need, when you're playing, a horse saddle, and obviously you'll need to go out on a quest to find your horse. So let's just, oh my god, we've found a horse. Now you may find small ones. This is a good point that's been brought up, and you feed them wheat to grow them, or wheat blocks, but obviously as there's no recipe for that, that's pretty much impossible at the moment. But there you go, wheat blocks, now it's full size. Now what you want to do is you want to right click on him, and well, that was actually really lucky. As you can see, he got the love hearts, and left shift is to dismount. That's always throwing me still. And as you can see, I got that first time, which is actually insanely lucky, because usually what happens is you'll spawn a horse, you'll get on it, and after a second or two it'll kick you off. As you can see, it bucked up. And it'll do that a couple of times until it loves you and you get the hearts effect. See, it neighed and knocked me off again. So you don't actually need any wheat, and there we go, it loves me now. So it's a bit more controlled when I'm on it, and I can put the thing on. So there we go. Now we got 2 horses with saddles. There's one down here and there's one over here. So what happens now is with the saddle, either I'll explain this, which is the lasso or the leash or whatever you wish to call it. It has no crafting recipe as of now, and has no name, but there we go. I think it's actually called the leash though. And as you can see, if you get out of range, it'll pull stuff around. And if you get, and when you right click, it'll break it. As you can see, it drops there. Also, if you get too far away, like there, it'll also break it down here. That's so if you're running away and it drops actually on the horse, not on your character. So let's just on our own creative, let's just swap over and get a fence post. And what happens is, if you place one of these down, I have been told that you can right click on the fence post, and there we go. Now it is tethered to the fence post, and it can't actually move. So that's now lodged onto that fence post. So if you don't actually want to make an entire pen, as you can see, that horse can't actually go anywhere. Although this one seems perfectly happy, just sort of sitting here on its own, on the levitating in midair. That is actually all there is to cover about the horses. I'm gonna just quickly go into all the crafting recipes for all the stuff that I've showed you. So first things first. The first thing I showed you was the carpets. So for this, you'll need 2 blocks of a wool of your choice. Let's say orange wool. Simply, just like that, you get 1 for 2, which is a bit unfair, judging on how much wool it costs to make a tiny bit of carpet. Nonetheless, that's how you craft it. Next thing, you will need some leather, and some iron ingots. iron ingots. And this will, in a formation of this, so a leather hat, leather hat along with 3 ingots like that, provide you with a horse saddle. And then other bits, I'm not exactly sure if this is correct, but I do believe it's dark blue, black wool, and yellow wool. And then you need some more diamonds, golden ingots, and iron ingots. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Okay, so how I believe this works is black wool for iron, and I believe it's that. There we go. So that's how you make the iron armor, iron horse armor. This is how you make the gold horse armor. There we go. And you've probably guessed by how I've been doing it, this is how you make the diamond horse armor. And these are very easily equipped. I'll put those in my inventory. Obvious solution, you go up to your horse. This one's been tamed. As you can see, you have to have the saddle on it prior, otherwise this won't work. Iron, gold, and diamond. Let's put the diamond armor on, and as you can see, there we go. You right click on him, and you run around like this. Alright, now I'll explain with the jumping mechanism. So it's sort of like a golf minigame. If you ever played like any golf minigame ever, you'll know that you're supposed to let go just before the orange. And there we go, that's like the maximum height jump. Just, yeah, so that'll give you a bit lower and whatever. Okay, apparently the horse can fly, but you know, whatever, for a short period of time. Anyway. But yeah, jumping horses seem to be gaining incredible amounts of height, and actually look like they do. That's awesome. They veer up when you jump. That's awesome. Me on the top of a cliff top, jumping up majestically. And I haven't tested this yet, but you might be able to tether more than one horse onto a pole, which would be very useful if you were actually, because these horses are actually sort of revel. Oh, you can. See, that's awesome. So this is going to be pretty awesome for Minecraft, and one thing to note, not that it really does matter, to be perfectly honest, is that it's sort of to be expected, really, but you can attack other mobs through your horse. See, that would have hit mine, but it doesn't. It just goes straight through. And you can also fire your bow through the horse, I guess, like that. Poor other horse, but yeah. So it does work. It's pretty awesome. Also, another thing to mention, if you get the enchantment, I believe it's not Echo Infinity, it's Respiration. If I can find that. Respiration. Anvils, as you can see, once you've enchanted them, once you've enchanted a helmet with Respiration, it actually gives you sort of, if you've ever seen like night vision in when you're playing in when you drink a night vision potion, that's sort of what this looks like. Then if I take it off, you see it goes into this darker, murky water. Put it back on. You can see that in the background, the light's changing. See, it's more vibrant. I think I actually might have my brightness up too. So there we go. That's with the helmet. That's without the helmet. So it's quite a substantial difference, and it would be useful once again if you're actually using the respiration effect. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy your horses in the future. I know that I'm going to have so much fun once these have been absolutely perfected and nailed to the bone. They are a bit glitchy. It does actually require a 4-block high gap to use them, and even then you still get damaged by if you jump with them indoors. Also, even though, like, here's a bit of a glitch. I wouldn't classify it as a glitch, but they can't go through 1-gap doors. It's not a glitch, I mean, but it's like, it just looks a bit ridiculous when this, like, donkey is like half the size of the gap of the doors and can't fit through. But you know, it doesn't matter. Horses are in Minecraft. It's a good thing. So thank you all for tuning in and watching. Subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you all next time.